Welcome to Literary Lands. Welcome to Literary Lands.
After reading through the first, 212 or so pages, approximately 212. I got that right?
That's correct.
Hell yeah. So that's a good chunk of the book that we now have to discuss. And to do that, we have a few questions provided by our fearless leader, Caitlin. The first of which is, if your family was as helpless as Farrah's is, would you continue to provide for them?
I'll throw it to you, James.
Go, James.
So like at the very start?
Yeah.
Well,
Probably not.
Sure. You would.
You would just know.
They don't even want to help to chop firewood. Like, they're just like not even helping.
The fact that her dad wouldn't defend her a little bit towards her sisters was just despicable to me.
It's like
so
he's given up.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any.
just gone.
Let him die! I say.
I can tell Adam's itching for this one.
Let me just jump in right quick. This sounds like a question for a guy who has a family.
Flex.
I would argue that you leave your family in the dust and you don't celebrate anything about their past as you find your way to a more gracious land. I'd also say that in our main character's case, I would leave my sisters in the dust and my dad with his lagging leg left to be considered and consumed by time itself.
It was real sad. It started off very Charles Dickens in a way. It's like the plight of these poor people. What did you think over here on this side? You guys seem to have a lot of slap and tickle going on. We'd like to address
Scott,
as well.
Scott, you had some brilliant thoughts earlier. Why don't you share them with us now?
Yeah, I said no.
Strong words from a strong man.
Ditto. There you go.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think family, you want to protect your family, but when your family is Nesta...
But when they're really crappy.
I don't know.
Okay, so the next one is a little bit quicker, I think. Do you think that Tamlin is a captor or a savior?
Captor.
Captor.
This is like an accelerated Stockholm Syndrome situation right now going on.
For sure.
Yeah.
I literally referenced that as well too in my little video diaries I did. So yeah, straight up Stockholm Syndrome in about one day, like 24 hours.
Is it?
Like,
It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Can it be
It's almost
though?
like it's magic.
So
Yeah.
can it be? Is it Stockholm Syndrome if it's as opposed to it being like a hostage situation? Because he's not holding her for ransom. He's just bringing her to a better
You don't
life.
have to. You don't have to. Ransom's not necessary.
I don't see how it started out as like he was angry towards her or mean towards her or anything like that. It was just like,
Well, all right. Let's be honest.
But it's like, hey, it's like he put her like where there's like the castle and then outside there's like an ocean with sharks. And he's like, well, you can go out there if you want.
If you want, that's
you can
true.
just
That's true.
go die
That's good.
or stay be my prisoner, but not really prisoner. You're staying here on your own.
The treaty is bullshit. We all agree on that, right? Because like your two options are, oh, you killed my best friend in the whole world, so you can either die or you can come hang out in paradise real quick. Like I mean,
The
I don't
treaty is
get
bullshit
that.
talk. Sounds like the talk of the king of Highburn. That's exactly
feel
what
like-
you would say over there.
The treaty is bullshit. I'm kind of with that.
Ah,
Well, Adam's a smart guy, so
yeah. All right.
You shot an arrow through Andros's eye before we even got to know the homie.
Andros from Star Fox.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
He turned into a wolf.
Do a
That's just
barrel
like,
roll.
you gotta beware. You go off into the mortal land as a wolf, you're gonna get shot in the eye from time to time.
Tamlin
All right,
turned him
he
into
knew
a
this.
wolf.
Just gotta
taking
come up with
risks.
the territory.
He's
Yeah.
taking risks.
That
Flex.
So on that note of going to the human world as a wolf, if you yourself had to wear a mask all the time, what kind of animal, or not animal, would it be? And bonus points if you can draw it. So what kind of mask would you be wearing if you had to wear a mask all the time, as our friends from the Spraglins have to?
That's a good one.
Do you want your boards?
I'd probably wear a mask of my face on top of it, just to create some
Doing that.
confusion.
Have you ever seen Face Off?
Oh, Nick Cage? Yeah, I just wear Nick Cage. That's what I would do. I just have Nick Cage's face. Yeah. Thank you. Inspiration.
Adam, are you drawing yours?
I was thinking about it and then I gave up midway because I was like, do I want to be a shark or a fox, or I let go of that ideal that I would be able to architect it.
A land shark? I kind of like the sound of that.
See, when you guys say masks, I was thinking more like masquerade mask, not animal mask.
Yeah, that
What
was
does
my
it say
one
about
thought.
Sam?
Yeah.
That's how we read it.
That
We'll find out after.
Because it says that one of them is has to constantly wear a fox mask, and it's like, well, okay, so all the kissing that happens, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're just supposed to not look at the fact that his friggin' nose is poking her in the damn eye when he's kissing her and stuff. That's what my mask would look like. It would have just a hole where it said "hot dogs go." That way I don't starve to death.
Wait,
That's yeah, you won't starve.
So that was bad on my part as an interviewer, and I'll own that mistake. Is what we do. We own our mistakes on this show.
That sounds
I
like
should not have said animal at first, but they do describe his mask as looking like a fox, do they not?
Lucian,
Lucian's,
right?
yeah. So what the hell does Tamlin's mask look like? Draw what Tamlin's mask looks
Wait,
like.
wasn't there a scene where they go to a stable
Oh,
and they're all wearing
Arthur,
horse
what am I gonna do with
masks?
that?
Do you remember that? Like, what is that about? Why are they
What?
all just wearing horse masks?
Big rubber
in
horse
the stable?
That was,
Like, what is going on?
That was Eyes Wide Shut.
That was. Are you all drawing? I'm drinking. I think I made the right decision.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was an
What does
opposite.
Tamlin's mask look like?
Oh.
I got it because I remembered it visually as to how it was described. So you guys can stop drawing.
All right,
Okay.
Adam. Then
Which
why
guy?
don't you go
Let's see it.
first? Oh, Adam.
Oh my god.
Why's he got
That's-
huge lips?
That's Tamlin himself. You heard the talk about his lips.
Yeah, they talk about his lips an
See,
awful
I
lot.
They do.
I
A
took
little
that
bit
the
more
other
than
way though.
comfortable.
I took.
Very
Here's
precocious.
me.
Well, you went out. You went out with it. I
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
Babe too.
So I think it's just
I don't know who's to my left.
I'm Tamlin.
Jason.
that's Jason.
Jason.
Jason did Batman. Sam, what
Jason.
you explain?
I think it's just his face, like in one of those board things, like you see at the fair, and it's just his face is through there, so he has to wear like a neck ring all the time. But you see his face full
A
on.
neck ring.
Yeah, it's a coat of shame
Oh, like he's
situation more than anything.
Armor on the
Picture
bottom.
it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
half,
Just that
covers
kind of
like
thing.
half of his face.
Zach?
I just kind of went with like crazy eyes and tongue hanging out because I think he's very attractive, like clearly under, so he doesn't have to show off the mask. The
Serious.
mask is
But that's
just
the part.
He's just,
But I wonder what he looks like.
That is
with
very majestic.
Very
Looks
tan.
like a high
Very
fairy.
tan. They've said tan no less than 7 times.
And then Scott, we did a Babe 2 specific.
Yeah, not so much Babe 1, more CGI kind of looking. Yeah, there was the mention of a curly tail and a kind of a oinkish laugh, I believe.
Yeah.
Page
I remember
78.
74.
I'll believe it.
74, 74.
So this is the hottest person she's ever slayed eyes upon.
Yeah.
That he has a big laugh. He's
It is kind of a pig man.
Big man.